ARRL Centennial Convention, Part 2, W1AW and Headquarters. When you arrive at the site, your eyes immediately go towards the sky, looking at the 4 towers that are filled with antennas. The antennas at the top of each tower rotate, and the towers also have several side-mounted antennas in fixed directions to support their code practice and bulletin simultaneous transmissions. This tower has a satellite array with both azimuth and elevation controls, and there's a few other antennas down the length of the tower. This tower has a giant 9-element 6-meter beam. I bet that really gets out. And this is just outside of the W1AW building. You can go to the Antenna Farm webpage and learn about all 33 antennas that are on the 4 towers. Once inside the lobby, you'll see Maxim's original roll-top desk, along with that was old Betsy's Maxim spark gap transmitter. Look at the copper strap and the coils in there. That's just beautiful. Inside of the building are 3 studios for guest operators and contesting. Each studio contains several radios, computers, accessories, rotors, and the radios are typically current radios. It's a great place to try out a new piece of equipment. Here are some digital radios as well as a Rhodes Schwartz transceiver. In the middle is the control area for the CW and bulletin transmissions and the racks of transmitters and amplifiers behind the console. The console has an audio mixer, an equalizer, and recording equipment and transmitter controls. Racks of transceivers, so there's a transmitter and an amplifier for each band to support the simultaneous bulletin transmissions, as well as the antenna patch panel to connect all the radios to the towers outside. And even W1AW has DXCC.
CQ from Whiskey 100 Alpha Whiskey. Okay, I copy the 57. You are 4 and 1. 4 and 1. We're at ARRL headquarters in Newington, Connecticut. QSL? Kilowatt 4, Florida, Texas Yankee. Thank you for the call. You're 5 and 7 into Newington. QSL?
So Mike, how was that?
Oh man, that was great. I worked about 8 stations here in 15 minutes. Had a couple DX stations and some stateside. You're having a lot of fun at W100 Alpha Whiskey. It really draws a huge pile up.
We'll leave the W1AW building, walk across the parking lot to the headquarters building, where outside the front door is a display area of the various financial campaigns that the league is running, including this area for the Second Century campaign to take us into the next 100 years with the major donors listed to the left and right. Other donors have their name or call sign engraved into a brick that's placed on the patio around the ARRL emblem. Inside the front lobby are many old radios on display, including this one with this big old horn speaker. Here we have some Heathkit, Gonset, Johnson, Helicrafters, and military receivers. These command sets were popular World War II surplus for the homebrewers. Here's some more Heathkit equipment and a Collins KWM1 transceiver, one of the first transceivers available. I didn't recognize what this piece of equipment is. It's a Cosmophone 35 from Cosmos Industries. This is the outgoing QSL bureau where the members may mail their cards to the league. They're sorted by country, placed in a cubby hole. When it's filled up, they're mailed to an organization in that country, which then distributes the card to the station that you worked. This is the lab where the league can research and test amateur radio equipment. They also build projects, such as what's shown in this display case that appears in QST in the handbook. We've seen many of these projects over the years, including this tuna tin QRP CW transmitter. There's lots of test gear in the lab, everything from new equipment to the older. Here's Ed Hare talking about an electronic ballast.
It does make a little noise.
Oh yeah. The manufacturer is very grateful for our work because we discover these problems. They go to work on them. We report what we originally found, then what the manufacturer did to fix that problem.
There's 2 prototypes left. The other one was launched. The other one's in the Smithsonian. And we offered to go in there and get it working for them, but they said no, they want to leave it just the way it was.
Located within the headquarters building is a radio museum. Ham Nation viewers should recognize this. This station was donated by Joe Walsh and Bob Heil. Here's a stack of Knight, Heath, Globe Chief, and Johnson transmitters. I wonder how many of us got started in amateur radio from these red and black books. Look at this classic novice CW station. Helicrafters, the radio man's radio, with an old Helicrafters receiver and tubes in this display case. An example of a pre-World War II era amateur radio station, another Helicrafters. And here's an early tube-type CW transmitter. Look at that copper coil. But I really like the coils on this receiver that you tune by hinging them back and forth. At the end of the long hallway at headquarters is QST magazine. Posted on the wall is the September issue, and these are all the article pages laid out in the order that they will appear in the magazine. Looks like the front cover is ready to go. There's a nice display of Gill cartoons from QST. Gill created more than 1,500 cartoons over 37 years. These ran in QST from 1929 through 1966. I remember seeing a lot of Gill's cartoons in my dad's QSTs when I was a kid. The Official Observer seemed to have attracted a lot of attention in those days, as we did not want to receive a notice from the FCC that we had a bad signal. So, let you know your OO's on the job day and night. And beware of overloading on your receiver. Check your settings. So that's all from W1AW and Headquarters. This is Randy, K7AGE. Thanks for watching.